Hey guys, welcome. You may be wondering where I were for like the past month. So I'm going to give you the tea. Basically, I ended up being sick, life ended up lifing, and we're here to just jump right back into it like as if you haven't been gone for a month. Hello, for those who are new here, my name is Allie, and this is a channel where we're all about self-development, women empowerment, and all about healing our past traumas and becoming the best version of ourselves. So if that sounds good to you, continue to sit here and watch the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's get on to an important topic that I have been waiting to discuss today. So we're going to be talking about something very important, something that we all need in our lives. We're going to be talking about habits, how to create habits, how to stop habits, how to recognize when we're having a bad habit and when the habit is actually not serving us the way that we need it to. Along with discussing the benefits of having habits, I want to talk about a certain book that I did recently discovered. It really changed my life. Like, after reading this book, I felt very confident about my knowledge on habits and not feeling as pressured, because this specific book teaches you how to take 1% out of each of your day to strive to be better. If that sounds good to you, continue on watching and we're going to get on with the video. So when we're getting into the subject of habits and all about habits, let's first talk about the fact that we all have habits, whether we know that we unconsciously have habits for our day-to-day, whether that's get up at a certain time, get dressed at a certain time, commute to work if you end up having to commute back and forth to work, and also showing up to work. You don't realize it, but we're actually making habits every day in our lives, whether that's also driving the same route, doing the same routine, going to the same places. Those are just habits that, we rarely think about, but actually makes up a huge chunk of our day. Then we have habits that we created, habits that we no longer associate ourselves with. Then there are habits that we feel like are more of an upgrade to our life. The good thing about habits is that you can do them at any point. You can research and find everything that you need to know about habits. And the best way that I feel like you can help yourself find habits will be reading like certain books about it, having friendships that you can have conversations about with when it comes to habits, having a network or like a group, whether it's like through Facebook, online, or actually in person, but having a group of people that are dedicated to improving themselves. These are ways we can keep habits a huge chunk of our awareness in our life. And the reason why it's important to have habits, especially good habits, is because if we are someone that really wants to be successful, habits are what's going to be maybe a good 90% of our success, because it's not about the big lucky chances that we get or the big opportunities. Honestly, and I've come to realize this, it's actually all about the consistent, small, everyday habits that you have created and embodied that for yourself. Because let's say, for example, you want to be somebody who is very energetic. You wake up, you're not tired all the time. You can actually feel like you're always energetic, in a good mood. You cannot expect to have this and then your habits are staying up really late, eating past a certain time, eating bad processed foods, not exercising, always around situations and environments that are not good for you, and people as well. All those things will not help you, and all those habits will not help you strive towards wanting to be a person who has a more energetic feel to themselves physically. So in order to have that, you have to strive more towards habits that will help you, like going to bed on time, having a solid bedtime routine, nighttime routine, being able to eat right, eat more whole foods, less processed foods, exercising, whether that's going for a walk, doing yoga, just exercising, Pilates. Then there's also making sure that you're around happy people, people who are positive, supportive, who doesn't entertain gossip. Those things, those habits are more likely going to steer you into the actual goals that you have for yourself. So there are many different ways. Those are just a few examples, but having these habits will honestly help you, because the more you do these habits, the more effortless it will become, and then you will kind of feel like that now this is who you are. Habits aren't something that you strive to do every day as a goal. It is something that makes you who you are, whether you're a reader, a smoker, a drinker, an athlete. Your habits are who you are, not what you are doing, honestly. Now that we talked about that, let's also dive into how we can also not overwhelm ourselves with habits, especially once we start having the awareness of the kind of habits we want to have and the kind of habits that we want to let go of. The biggest thing that will help you be able to work on consistency is having your habits be very easy for you, so making it to where it's not much of a effort to get to these goals, because the reality is if you make the habits harder for you to achieve, then more than likely you're not going to stay consistent. You're going to fall off. So having a sort of routine that makes your habits more easy for you, more accessible for you. Then when it comes to actually wanting to break a habit, you need to do the actual opposite and make those habits harder for you. So if you're somebody who wants to stop drinking, instead of having liquor in your house, have it completely out of sight, out of mind type of thing. Where I got all this from comes from a book that I recently have discovered. I'm a big fan of it. I've actually, after reading it, started diving into the actual activities that are on the website. So let me go grab the book and I'll be right back. So here we have the book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. So this book is the book that I honestly feel like really helped me understand habits and helped me feel like I can actually keep and attain my goals and my habits consistently. When it comes to the word atomic habits, James Clear believes that it's the small changes that we do that give us big, remarkable results. And I found this book very easy to read. I feel like the book was very much a page turner. Like, I was very interested the moment I started reading it. I felt like it didn't take me long to finish this. I got this at Barnes and Nobles, but you can get this at Amazon. You can honestly get this anywhere. But I will put the link down below in the description if you find this interesting and you want to definitely read it. But you can also get it online, like Audible and stuff. But I just went to Barnes and Nobles because I love going in there. I love the environment, the vibe. I also love the smell, the feel of it. And I just feel like, honestly, I will be more consistent with my goals with reading when I feel like I can actually drive there physically and get my book. So if that sounds like something that you do, let me know in the comments, because I feel like I'm the only one that still does that. So anyways, moving on. This book talks about how you want to kind of achieve your goals in a way where you, number one, make it easy to be attainable. He has a few other things down. I'm not going to really dive deep into the book because I don't want to spoil anything, and I really rather you read it on your own. But I want to go over the couple of things that I felt like stuck with me that helps me make sure I can be more consistent with habits, which is the 4 laws of good habits, which would be make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. Those 4 laws I honestly kind of keep to myself in mantra, like talk to myself every day about different goals that I have in mind, so that way I don't forget. It really does take an effort. It takes work. It's not something that you just say, this is what I'm going to do, and then you just hope that you start doing it. You have to be aware. You have to make yourself and tell yourself, look, this is what we're doing now. This is who we are, and become that. But you have to kind of give yourself a system in order to make it more achievable. You can't just expect to want these habits and achieve these habits without your system working for you. So in a sense, it's basically like you want to be able to work out more, but if your whole entire day is not set up for you to be able to have any space to work out, then you're never going to do it. It's all about making sure you find this satisfying for you, whether it's, okay, once I get done working out, I'm going to go have a healthy smoothie, or make it satisfying by putting on cute clothes, make it obvious by having just a whole bunch of different affirmations and reminders around you and visuals about working out, whether that's through like vision boards, Instagram, Pinterest, different things like that. What I really love about the book Atomic Habits, I like how he doesn't make you feel like you're less than for failing. In fact, he talks about in the beginning about how due to his accident that he had when he was playing baseball, he kind of had to work back and work harder on the things that he needed to work on physically, and that he would never be able to achieve actually making it to the main leagues of baseball. So he realized at some point, the way he is explaining it is that it's all about figuring out what type of small things can help you achieve what you want. And I really hope this is making sense, because I feel like in my head it makes sense, and then I'm saying it and I'm like, okay, I don't know. But I honestly feel like this is the type of book that you just don't read one time and then you're done. I honestly feel like you should read it more than once. That's just something that I am suggesting for you. You definitely will want to do the activities that he recommends. Print off some of the worksheets that he has, some of the templates he has on his website. But I do like the book. I do feel like the book helps people not feel very overwhelmed when it's time to deal with anything with change or evolving or just wanting to do different things. Because at the end of the day, if you're not somebody who does something, and if this is your first time, it's not going to be easy. And I think for me, something that I've had to realize. So now that I've learned and understand that, I want to be able to share these tips and all this wisdom that I've gained to you. So again, I'm going to put the book down in the description, but definitely read the book Atomic Habits if you're somebody who really just wants to figure out where to begin, how to start, and how to do it. You don't want to just go in full force. That has definitely been a big mistake of mine with anything. I go hard and then it's like I'm tired, or I feel like I'm a failure because I want perfection. And it's really just about continuously moving upwards. You want to go up, whether it's up 1%. As long as you're moving forward and striving upward 1%, all of that collectively, like let's say within a year, will have become this massive result that you now in hindsight feel like, oh, all of it was worth it at the end. So that's basically my thoughts on Atomic Habits. If you would like to hear more about it, please comment down below. I would love to make another video. I do have some more videos that I'm going to make about other books that I've just recently got done reading, like Badass Habits. If you feel like you're ready for that one, comment below too. Also, if you like the information, you found value in this video, don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. Share this to somebody. Let me know down below if you already read the book, your thoughts on it, your opinions, and if you're someone who has any recommendations, I would love to hear any. Please write those in the comments down below too. And so until next time, you guys, see you later.